And on this video, I'm gonna show you how I convert a mirror dashcam that normally uses straps to mount a mirror to a direct mount type. That way we delete the straps and this can mount directly to the windshield of the vehicle. So first I'm gonna show you the contents of the direct mount conversion kit, how it's installed on the dashcam, and then I'm gonna show you the process of how this is actually mounted to the vehicle's windshield. And finally, I'll show you the different mounting bracket types that you may potentially encounter on the vehicle's windshield. It is very likely that this kit is gonna work for your vehicle as is, but there is a potential that you may need an adapter to make this kit work, and I'll show you how to tell if you will need that adapter or not. And if you need one of these kits, I'll place a link to it in the description down below. Normally, rear view mirrors do not wear out that easily. They can take quite a bit of abuse adjusting them up and down, and they're gonna hold their position. However, if the vehicle's older or if the mirror was constantly being adjusted, this can start to become a little more loose. So if your original mirror already feels loose, there is a very high possibility that as soon as a mirror dashcam is installed, now the situation is gonna get worse and the mirror is gonna be moving out of its position every time you're driving, again, because of the extra weight of adding a dash cam on top of the original mirror. So the solution would be to replace the rear view mirror assembly, which normally includes the mirror and also the mount, and that's going to address this issue of this thing drooping down. However, as you can see, it doesn't look too nice to have a mirror dash cam stacked on top of a regular mirror. So if I'm going to replace this, might as well replace this with something that looks nicer, and that is the direct mount kit. Let me show you how that works. And the conversion kit is made up of this bracket, the mount arm, and 4 screws. And the first thing I'm gonna do is to remove these little rubber backings, and they are just held in there with some adhesive. So I'm gonna use the screwdriver to gently lift all 4 of them up. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and remove all 4 of these screws. And with the screws loosened, all 4 of these things can come out. Just gonna turn this around here. There you go. Now this can pull off. This one. There we go. Now I can put this guy into here. Next up, I'm gonna reuse the screws that I removed. I'm gonna place them back into the same positions where they came out from. And the final part of the kit is the mount arm. And the large screws that came with the kit go into these holes. And since the screws are a little bit larger, I'm gonna use an actual full-size screwdriver just to make sure that they're nice and tight. And this just looks way better than those mounting straps, and in my case, it's also gonna fix the issue of that worn out mount. And now let's talk about how this is actually mounted to the vehicle. Now, on most cases, it's pretty straightforward because there's normally a single screw that I can just loosen, and then I'm able to slide the old mirror off the windshield. Then I can take my new mirror dashcam, slide it back into that bracket, retightening that screw, and I am good to go. And on newer vehicles, sometimes there is an extra step because some newer vehicles have an enclosure around the rear view mirror bracket. So to get to that little bracket, what I have to do is slide the enclosure off the vehicle, and sometimes it's gonna come off in 2 pieces, and sometimes I can take it off in a single piece. And then once I have access to that bracket, again, normally there is a screw that I can loosen, then I can remove my old mirror assembly off that, and then I can install my new rear view mirror camera, then I can retighten that bolt, and then I can restore that enclosure back into its place. And here's the really important part. Most mirrors are mounted to the windshield of a vehicle using this bracket style. Now this bracket is attached to the windshield with a special epoxy, and then the mirror slides and locks into that bracket like this. The conversion kit uses this style of bracket because it is the most common one, so it will slide in the same way as the original mirror did. But just because this is the bracket that is found on most vehicles, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is the bracket that is gonna be on your vehicle. The bracket in your vehicle may be of a different style that may not be compatible with the conversion kit, but there are adapters out there, and let me show you what those look like. And here's the first potential scenario. If you're driving a Volkswagen or an Audi, your bracket may not look like this. It may actually look like this circle, and the adapter for that circle looks like this, and this basically mounts onto that circle, and now the conversion kit can be installed like normal. And here's the next scenario. You may be driving a Dodge or a Chrysler or a Jeep or a Volvo or some other type of BMW or Peugeot car with an odd bracket. And I say an odd bracket because I have actually a Dodge Neon and it uses the standard style. It does not use this weird crazy looking circle one. That it is a possibility that you may have a circle. And if you have a circle, here's what the adapter for that looks like. It simply attaches to that circle, and again it changes that into a style that will work with the conversion kit. And here's the last potential scenario. You may be driving a Honda or you may be driving a Subaru, and your bracket may not look like this. You might have this fancy looking bracket with all kinds of designs in there, and here's what the adapter looks for that. And again, it simply enables our conversion kit to work as normal. And my final recommendation is gonna be regarding adjusting the mirror up or down or side to side. Remember, this is attached to the windshield with a very strong industrial glue, but even then, I've seen cases when drivers adjust their mirrors and whoop, it pops that off right off the windshield, and that is because there is a tremendous amount of leverage that is being placed on a very small surface area. So what I like to do, I like to adjust this mirror before I mount it, just so it kind of roughly points in the position. I'll go out to the car and kind of simulate that, adjust it again, and then go back, and yeah, that looks about right. And once I have it just about where I want it, then I actually go and install it onto the mirror like normal. And while this kit is made for Wolfbox dashcams, other mirror dashcam brands can also potentially be converted. I have made another video showing you how to tell which is gonna be the conversion kit that you'll need in case you're looking to delete your straps. I'll put a link to that video in the description down below. And if you have not acquired a mirror dashcam yet, but plan to do so with that direct mount capability, you may also wanna consider a mirror dashcam that does not require a kit. There are a few mirror dashcams out there that are ready to be installed directly to the windshield and have more of an OEM look, even more than this, because everything is one single piece, including the bracket is part of the actual mirror assembly. I'll put a link to those different OEM style mirror dashcams that I have already reviewed in the description down below if you want to consider those. And I'm also gonna place links in the description down below to the different direct fit mount kits that are currently available in case you're looking to delete the straps on your mirror. And if you guys have any other questions regarding this conversion, please put that in the comments down below. If you found any part of this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel, and stay tuned as I have a lot more dashcam reviews coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.